Bulletcast for life.
Hello, this is the one and only son of Zack Sabre, the historic and legendary British wrestler. You are listening to the Bulletcast, and I hope you enjoy the words that they will say on this podcast, and you can have lots of fun about wrestling. Cheers.
Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Bulletcast, the only sports and recreational podcast that is simply just too sweet. I'm your host, Philip Antoine, and as always, until my boy drops that title, I am the modern day Mamba Raja. I'm joined in studio by returning lunatic freelancer Sean Stewart. Happy to be back. The California Kid Mitchell. And the tag team partner, you wanna be the Macho Man to my Ultimate Warrior?
Good for me. That's good with me.
Oh wait, actually, damn, you get to be Macho Man. I wanted Elizabeth. Damn it. All right, but before we get started, WWE, they're doing a thing, Connor's Cure for Pediatric Cancer. Get the gear and join the fight, guys.
Yeah, may have to do that.
Let's do it. And breast cancer awareness is coming up in October.
Yeah.
I'll plug it in there too. I'm a corporate shill who does not get paid.
I don't understand why the heels wear the Connor's Cure stuff. You know, I know
heels have hearts,
but they shouldn't have hearts. We're supposed to hate them. I'm like, oh, he's nice. He likes, taking down pediatric cancer. He's not that bad of a guy.
Because kayfabe is dead. Let's be real.
Yeah.
That's why.
All right. John Bradshaw Layfield, he leaves commentary. He goes to pursue other endeavors.
I'm happy. Good. Cool.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get a bad trade either.
I mean, double duty for Mr. Graves.
Yeah, no, we can hear Shut Up Saxon again. Yeah. So.
Well, they put him on SmackDown, but then they also took him off main event in 205 Live.
But who watches 205 Live anyways? Nobody.
This guy. Shout out Nigel McGuinness commentating that 205 Live.
Yeah, freaking Nigel.
Shout out Desmond Wolfe. Shout out to the kid.
It's a good team. I'm happy to see the next generation of commentators starting to slowly just completely take over because honestly, I love Byron, Phillips, and Corey as like a team. Like that is just a solid three-person commentary.
How does Tom Phillips still have a job after that whole little controversy?
Or how does Bray Wyatt? Or how does everyone that has some kind of? How does Xavier Woods?
How does Seth Rollins have a job?
Because WWE doesn't really care.
Seth Rollins is an architect. Bray Wyatt, he's part of a legacy.
Mm-hmm.
I
like Xavier Woods.
I like to think of WWE as like the company that sweeps everything under the rug.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Raw to broadcast Christmas Day and New Year's Day. How do you guys feel about that? It's a win.
No, it's a win for the audience, but kind of a loss for the talent.
It's the USA Network's fault. It's not Vince's.
USA hates Christmas.
I'm really think about it. You've been with your family all that time. You get tired of seeing them. I need to relax. Hey, I'm gonna go to Raw.
Yeah.
It's a win.
I'm gonna have to agree.
Well,
with...
ask that. Tell Rebby Hardy that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Mrs. Hardy on this
Shout
one.
out Rebby Hardy.
Christmas is ruined.
That
just really sucks for the workers. Like I don't think they deserve to have to work on Christmas Day and New Year's Day. Like that's
just run a show like that Saturday.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just my opinion. I'm not about it.
Yes, you could. Mickey James.
Saturday Night Fights.
Hardcore Country. She has a new song that's out.
Is it good?
Good for her.
Nice for Mickey James.
Good for her.
All right.
We're talking
Good
like
for
that
her.
old school Carrie Underwood type deal.
Okay.
Yeah. It's cool. CM Punk, he will fight again. Apparently, he's just waiting on the confirmation.
He's been saying that since his last fight.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, Phil Brooks, come back to us, man, please.
Hey, if it's his dream, it's his dream.
I respect CM Punk. He did the job.
Yeah.
For the kid, but come back to us, Punk. Come back to where you belong.
We do miss you.
I need you, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. All right, Nikki Bella, she joins Dancing with the Stars.
Are you gonna watch Dance with the Stars?
I'm not gonna watch.
Are we gonna do a recap every week?
Bro, we are. I just watched Total Bellas last night.
Can we be its own podcast? Our Dancing with the Stars review podcast.
The cast reviews the stars.
I'd be down for. I'd show up every
Dancing with the Stars / Total Bellas recap.
I mean, I know.
I'm down.
I know.
Right.
I'll be watching it for Lindsay Sterling. She's also in the season Dancing with the Stars.
Shout out Lindsay Sterling.
And I
Shout
love
out Terrell Owens.
Lindsay. Love me some Lindsay.
T.O.
Wait, really?
T.O. about to dance all over them.
The real T.O., not that Titus O'Neil guy. No,
Gosh,
shout out
the
Titus
people who
O'Neil.
end up on Dancing with the Stars, it's just fantastic. It's
Yes.
ridiculous.
Jericho was on Dancing with the Stars. Shout out to the GOAT.
Is he?
He was.
The goat can dance.
Oh wow.
About 2011, yeah.
Okay.
How far did he make it?
Not far.
Because I know the Bella Army is strong, and they're gonna vote Nikki all the way to the top.
Hashtag Fearless Nikki.
Yeah.
And she probably can dance too.
And she has huge. Never mind.
All right.
No profanity.
All right. Dave Bautista looks like he might be headlining the Hall of Fame 2018.
About time.
About time. Honestly, one of the greats.
Guys, how legit is the WWE Hall of Fame?
Not legit at all.
It's just a fun show the day before WrestleMania. I mean,
Yeah.
some of it means something. Okay, it depends on who's getting put in. I think it depends because for some people it means something. For other people, it's just well, of course they are. Like
Well-
I think it's important that Jake the Snake Roberts is in it. I think that was
course.
I think that was an important moment in his life. Like that meant something.
Look,
but
this
Coco beware.
I'm gonna be
That's
honest.
always the go-to.
This whole celebrity wing, I'm not a fan
Our
of it.
president's in there. Show some respect.
I don't
Yeah.
give a damn about
Commander-
Donald.
Our
Chief.
former governor is in there. Show some respect.
Look, I'm gonna
He
go
is?
back.
Yeah.
Roddy Piper said it best. The only people who belong in that Hall of Fame are the men and women who laced up a pair of boots and went out there and did the job every night. All right.
our president took a stunner.
Here's the thing. Drew Carey. He's on
Drew Carey is one of the
Royal-
greatest Royal Rumble moments.
Royal Rumble.
I mean,
Ever.
look, the only non-wrestler I think should be in the Hall of Fame is that Connor the Crusher kid who died
Yeah,
of cancer.
I agree.
I accept that.
You know,
that's nice. That's heartwarming.
You know,
He beat Triple H.
He did. He has a win over Triple H.
He beat him clean.
He's in the class
Do you
of
know how few people have wins over Triple
Shelton
H?
Benjamin, Shawn Michaels, Cena. He's in that class.
Seth.
It's
Seth
just a
freaking
show
Seth.
for WrestleMania weekend. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's fun. It's cool to get to see all the wrestlers in suits hanging out, drinking, and like
Yeah.
mingling. Getting to see Dean Ambrose drunk once a
I know.
year is
Oh,
always
yeah.
hilarious.
I enjoyed once a year. I get to see the clique, all 5 members together. I
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
All right.
A
Nia-
physical Hall of Fame needs to be a thing, though.
A what?
A physical Hall of Fame.
Physical Hall of Fame.
Because this is just,
such as what?
a physical Hall of
It
Fame.
needs to be like a building, a Hall of Fame, like the
I
Rock
mean,
and Roll Hall of
Don't
Fame.
they have like the warehouse? They have like the warehouse.
Yeah, but you can't just go there.
Not anymore. Seth Rollins burnt it down apparently.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay,
Yeah.
keep kayfabe.
Yes.
He destroyed Andre the Giant and broke all those things.
Yeah.
Sad.
All right. Nia Jax and Emma. They have some Twitter beef. Let's read this tweet. Emma tweets: Nia Jax should be thanking me for getting her in the title match.
Okay.
And then Nia says, "Did you thank Vince for the 6-month vignettes that nobody really cared about?"
Ooh.
Yeah.
This is how Emma's getting herself over right now. It makes me really happy. But this is how she's doing it. She's doing all this stuff on Twitter. She's keeping herself in the mix.
She's
when-
like the female Zack Ryder.
God.
Ooh.
I mean, you
But you know, they were together for
Maybe
a
a little
bit.
bit more successful. Hopefully, pray to God. Fingers crossed.
Just don't put her in like a.
I think though we're missing out on the actual greatest Twitter war that happened over the weekend.
Oh, we're
And
gonna
that-
we're gonna get to that.
Wait, who are we getting to?
We are.
We are gonna get to that.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I have no idea what we're talking
The
about.
big dog.
That's not what I was talking about.
We're not talking about the big dog.
I wasn't talking about that.
Well, who are you talking about?
I was talking about Will Ospreay.
Oh,
Will Ospreay and Himuro Takahashi over the weekend had one of the greatest. I wish I could find it and read it verbatim, but it was a couple days. One of the greatest banters back and forth. Will Ospreay was just chilling and he got a tweet from Takahashi going, "Hey, are you awake?" He's like, "Yeah." "You're a cat. You know you're a cat, right?
Oh.
You're a cute little cat." And he's like, "No, go away. What are you doing?" "Okay, sleep tight." "Hey, are you awake?" "Yeah, I'm having trouble falling asleep." "Just count Takahashis. 1 Takahashi, 2 Takahashi, 3 Takahashi. Go to
Nice.
sleep, little kitty." And he did this for probably 3 hours, just periodically asking Will Ospreay if he was still awake, and it was delightful.
I mean, do you know what my reaction is to that? Money laugh. All right. Donovan
on.
Dijak, he signs with WWE.
Had a 5-star match. Just came out. I think it was the last night or this morning. One of his matches at God, what's it called?
Evolve.
No, they just had Battle of Los Angeles.
Battle. Oh, Bola. We're gonna talk some Bola
Yeah.
later on.
Yeah, but yeah, 5-star match. Good
All
for
right.
him.
Let's talk about the Sasha Banks airport controversy.
Oh, here we go.
So, she was on the Sam Roberts podcast. Shout out Sam Roberts, retweeting me last night. So she talked about being in an airport, fans coming up to her, then like going to the hotel. What's your take on all this?
I feel so bad for these people, these superstars.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it can go one of two ways. It can go like, hey, it's kind of public knowledge where they're going to be performing that week.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if you go hang out at the airport, that's cool. But some people like call to see when the flight gets in. Then
yeah,
they buy like a
no,
cheap
that's
ticket
doing too
to
much.
be at the gate.
But if you're being greeted at the airport, I mean,
Yeah.
that's cool. But being followed to the hotel, that's
Yeah,
pushing it.
I mean, I had an instance in 2015. I was walking through my hotel. I looked to my left. I'm like, oh my God, you're Jimmy Uso. You know, I didn't
Like-
say anything. I didn't want to bother them. They just got through with a SmackDown. You know,
Yeah.
I want to be a polite guy.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
that's
should have
fine.
got an autograph though. I regret it.
Well, that's the thing. If you run into a guy, you just gotta be cool about it. You look at that,
Yeah.
you gauge what it's like. Maybe you go up and say, "Hey, love your work, you're awesome."
Yeah.
And then if they respond well, maybe ask, "Hey, can I get a picture?" But if they're obviously if they just do like, "Yeah, thanks, man,"
He did
just be
give-
like, "You have a good one," and you
He
leave.
did give me a quarter for the vending machine that I still have.
Nice.
Oh.
Shout out
Aw.
Jimmy Uso. Shout out to the guy.
Shout out, Jimmy.
Yeah, but the whole following them and stuff. That's
creepy.
That's not
Yeah.
what you do.
Especially when it's a woman.
yeah, like
Yeah,
that
it
makes it
just
worse.
adds
it's a
another
whole thing.
layer
Like
to it.
Roman, he can defend himself. Sasha, she.
Well, I read AJ's book that you never wanted me to review
Sasha-
on the podcast.
Oh, shout out AJ Lee, AJ Mendez.
And AJ talked about
April
some of those
Brooks.
incidences where she was like get followed for a couple miles, like by some like
Yeah,
random
they
guy,
do that.
and then like she
yeah.
would go to like a gas station, like tell the person, and then like the person would call the police or something.
All you
Yeah.
weird
Those-
wressling fans out there, please stop.
Yeah, please
stop.
I mean,
But and also on that side note, Sasha Banks could kick my ass.
Yeah.
I can take
She
Sasha
could,
Banks.
she could kick my ass up and down.
Alexa
everywhere.
Bliss can kick my ass.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
All right, moving on. Some good news. Kenny Omega's injured.
That's not
Oh,
nice.
good news. Oh, you douche.
Oh, I mean, you people thought just because I'm on board with this New Japan, I can't.
You're wearing a Bullet Club shirt
Yeah,
right
you
now.
literally
But
wearing.
whose is it?
Well, I see the Bullet Club logo right
I see
there.
the Bullet Club logo. You're wearing.
Shout out to Cody Rhodes. Shout out to the American Nightmare.
If it wasn't for the Elite, that shirt wouldn't be in Hot Topic where you bought it.
Look, man.
That's true.
Shout out to the Young Bucks. Come to the Bay.
So basically, shout out to everyone
Young
except Kenny
Bucks.
Omega.
Young-
Shout out to Hangman Page wherever you are. Please,
Oh,
we're looking
Hangman
for you.
Page, the most hung man of professional wrestling.
We
Where is he?
We don't know, but Omega, what did he like? His meniscus or Achilles heel? Or
It's thankfully not something super serious. That he's gonna get it fixed. He's gonna go into rehab. I am not okay with how soon he will be wrestling after
Yeah,
that.
basically he's just taking off all the house shows, and he's
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
back for the pay-per-view.
And he's gonna take on Juice, which should be a great. I love any match involving the Juice, and I love any match involving
The
Kenny Omega, the Kenny. So I'll be happy. But he should be
give
taking
you that, Kenny.
he should be taking more time off. Honestly,
There's not a song.
you've
called
been
Give Me
killing
That
yourself
Kenny.
all year,
Oh.
Kenny. You deserve as much of a vacation as you
Yeah,
want.
Kenny Omega, get well soon. I was just joking. You're all right. All right, Ric Flair still got it. He's
Best-
cutting promos.
Best promo of the
Yeah.
year.
I know with his merchandise. I ain't dead yet, mother effers. You know
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
that's great. Ric Flair's a wrestling machine. I love it.
You know, it's great that Ric Flair can like kick out at two. Kick out at two.
He really
Like when
he kicked out of like
Death
two,
comes
at
for him.
two
Yeah.
ninths. Like it was that
It
close.
was like Undertaker, Triple H, and Shawn Michaels all over again at
WrestleMania
WrestleMania
28.
I'm
was all
I'm
over.
very, very happy. I was not ready for him for the
It wasn't looking
the,
good
the
there for
real
him.
goat to go.
I know. Thank you, Flair. I need to see you strutting down the aisle pretty
Yeah,
soon.
Michael
man.
Cole called John Cena the GOAT. And I was like,
I mean,
Ric Flair ain't dead yet, motherfucker.
Cena's one of the goats, but Flair, 21 times the world champion, he's the goat.
He's the goat.
Yeah, it's not that 16 stuff they want you to believe.
Fake news.
Fake news. All right, we got some birthdays today. The Great Kabuki. He turned 68 today. He is actually one of the reasons why we have Alexa Bliss in professional wrestling.
All right.
Thank
Shout
you,
out
Great
Kabuki.
Kabuki.
Yes, Raven. You remember him?
Oh, yeah.
ECW original.
Yeah.
Turns 53 today. Shout out to the guy.
Happy birthday, Rave.
Yeah. And on this day in 1950, Vern Gagne wins the NWA Texas Heavyweight title.
Good for
Wow.
you.
Good for you, Vern Gagne. R.I.P.
All right.
Let's talk about this promotion, NWA, TNA, Impact Wrestling, Global Force Wrestling. I hear they're going out of business. Like
I hear that
A lot
every
of
week.
stuff has happened
I
over the
know.
week.
Jeff
But they're
Jarrett.
getting a network.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
They're getting a network, though.
they're getting a network. They're on cable, all this stuff.
Mhm.
Guys, how do we improve? How do we save Global Force Wrestling? Mitchell, let's start with you.
Okay, well, you're gonna starting with me is a fun thing. I've never really watched
Never.
GFW/TNA. I've seen like a match or two,
You've
and
never-
that's
like,
it. It just never interested me.
In TNA's entirety, you've never
I mean,
watched it?
I would watch like highlights of Broken Mac Hardy when he did stuff, but I mean, I watched it more for him than I did for TNA.
Really?
As far as a company goes, I've never really been a big fan of the company because I've never like even my favorite thing they've ever done was the fight at the compound
Oh, yeah,
at
sounds
the Hardys'
amazing.
home. But that was something that the Hardys did on their own budget. Like TNA didn't even help them out with that. They just did it because they believed in
Yeah.
it. So before I fix or save GFW, y'all are gonna have to sell me that they're worth saving.
I mean, they have really good talent over there. Lashley's doing some of the best
well.
work of his career. We got EC3. We got Eli Drake. We got a whole bunch of guys.
I do like Eli Drake from what I've seen.
I love Eli
But
Drake.
wouldn't I mean?
I don't like
What-
Eli Drake.
would it
Hot
be-
takes.
I love Eli Drake.
I don't like Eli Drake.
Would it be better if they all went to promotions that
Like-
don't screw over their talent and don't and actually have some kind of dependability and actually can sustain something? And isn't this the promotion that does their shows out of like a theme at a theme
They do
park
it
or
at
something?
Universal.
Yeah, every
Orlando.
show I watch, it's like obvious that no one in the crowd knows any of the wrestlers or anything about the wrestling because most of them are just
There's like a couple of people in the front row that.
and that's it.
Are
It throws
weirdos,
off the whole vibe of the show. I don't know. You have to
Especially
sell
the
me
guy
on
who
this
would dress
promotion
up
in the
like
first
Sting.
place.
I mean,
I don't know why they shouldn't all just go to Ring of Honor or something.
Okay.
shout out Ring of Honor. What about
So I actually watched GFW
Mr. Eli Drake
yesterday.
hater?
Yes. So I did some research. So I watched GFW yesterday. It wasn't that bad. It had some good, some not so good.
Those green ropes.
Like Grado trying to marry Laurel Van Ness because he's trying to be an American, but then Laurel Van Ness is Canadian, so then they break up, and then Laurel Van Ness is gonna be all crazy again now.
Oh wait, is she still wearing the wedding dress?
Yeah. Well, she was all dolled up and pretty, and then Grado broke up with her, and then now she's going crazy
Yeah.
again.
So she was supposed to get married to Braxton Sutter.
Okay.
This is when Mike Bennett, Mike Kanellis, and Maria were in Impact.
Okay.
And Braxton didn't want to marry Laurel. He wanted to marry Allie. Shout out Allie, Maria's assistant.
Mhm.
So then this happened really early this year, and she's just
Okay.
wearing this.
It's
the
like
same,
it's honestly like the last thing I've seen from
Yeah.
Impact that I liked.
She just kept wearing the same wedding dress and makeup. She was like deranged. She was.
Does she wrestle in the wedding dress?
Yes.
That's okay. That's pretty freaking dope.
And like her,
That's
like the bottom, she doesn't wrestle with any shoes on, so like her feet are black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feet are dirty because she hasn't taken a shower. Kind of grimy, kind of ripe
okay.
smelling.
I'm digging that.
Alright.
I'm digging that. That's actually really cool. That's a cool
Smells
look.
like a ripe avocado.
All right.
Okay, so
Less
anyways,
cool of a look.
anyways, let's get back on track.
Yes.
So I was kind of on the same thing as Mitchell. Or honestly, if like Mark Zuckerberg was gonna come to me like, oh, should I buy GFW? I'd be like, no, just start your own company, or invest in ROH because like GFW has the stench of TNA, and you just need to just completely gut that promotion.
The Young Bucks said, should they buy Global Force Wrestling? Kind of laughed at that.
I mean, they probably have enough money
If
to
they
buy
can
it.
afford it.
They do have enough money to
They
buy it.
keep it.
I mean, if you have like $5,000, that's enough to buy
I
it.
think I have enough money in my pocket to buy GFW with the way things are going.
come on, guys. Hey.
It's not that good.
All right.
I mean, Anthem bought a company that was behind on debt, and
I mean,
they're surprised that they're behind on debt right now.
they changed up the logo. They tried to do
Multiple
some
times.
stuff.
God, the
Okay,
logo
so
is
anyways,
awful.
you need to get like a big name like Mark Zuckerberg or some investor to funnel all this cash.
Billy
with
Corgan?
So much money he doesn't know what to do with, like Ted Turner. And then you know who we go get? We go get John Cena, and we bring in John Cena to get all those kids and all those viewers
In
back.
what
and
world
we
does that happen?
and we this is how we improve GFW. This is a fantasy land we're living in right now. Because honestly, how are we going to save GFW and get viewers? Because what they were at a million viewers 5 years ago on Spike, and now it's like 300,000 or something like that. It's like so much smaller than what it was.
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. There was a point in time where I preferred.
And get rid of the 6-ring side. Just get a regular 4-sided
Yeah.
ring. Because the wrestlers honestly don't like that.
Yeah.
It's just so complicated and
It's weird. It kind of throws off the angles.
like I know
throws
it's a
off
thing.
camera
It's a
angles.
thing in Mexico.
As a kid, it was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Changes up
Yeah.
the look, but
But like there was a point in time where I did prefer TNA over WWE. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll be honest. I mean, I hear they're gonna be bought. They're gonna be bought out. If that does happen, WWE should they get them for the tape library? Yeah, I mean you got stuff from
Yeah.
Rude, Styles,
you
Joe,
pretty much
Angle.
have TNA's old roster
I know.
on your roster. You should get that library.
But I mean, is Global Force Wrestling worth saving? Yes. I mean, because like the lineage and the history there, we got Rude, the longest
What
reigning.
is the lineage in the history?
Look?
What is it?
Global Force Impact.
You're not answering the question.
Look, I'm about to answer the question.
You're stumbling over your words right now.
They
You're
had,
trying to think of something.
They had homegrown talent. They had stars, like your Bobby Roodes and your Austin Aries, your AJ Styles, your Samoa Joes, your James Stormses. Look, this is how you save the business. You gotta get rid of the bad eggs like your Alberto Del Rios or whatever, and you need to bring in a creative writer that knows what they're doing.
They have Dutch.
They have Dutch Mantel, yes, but you might need to, if he still has that creative mind that he did back in the 90s, you might need Eric Bischoff.
They've tried that.
They've tried that. Yeah, but I don't know who else really has that creative input.
But
Vince Russo's an idiot.
Hogan was also there too.
Well, Hogan destroys everything he touches. That car crash with his kid, yeah, he was driving the other car. Anyway, look, you bring in an Eric Bischoff because Vince Russo, he's an effing idiot. He's stupid. Or if you want to, I don't know, Mike Tenay, maybe he's creative. I don't know. You bring in a creative guy who knows how to work with these stars. All right? They got rid of Dixie Carter.
Good.
Jeff Jarrett's gone. Thank
Good.
God. I hope Karen Jarrett's out of the way too. Look,
No Jarrett's.
yeah, you need somebody on creative that can sell us on these characters and make them believable, make them mainstream. I mean, you have some pretty big names there.
Like who? The biggest name they have there is Lashley. That's the biggest name they have.
Hey.
Once again, you bring in John Cena, you get the kids, and everybody will join forces.
Do you honestly think John Cena would go to Global?
He
Would
would
you think?
never.
Would you think that Hulk Hogan's going to go to WCW?
If he wants to keep that house.
It's also
in the-
He did.
Exactly,
That's
it could
also fair.
happen. You
That's
just
also
need to
fair.
give him enough money. I know it's
To
very
be fair, when it
hard.
comes to their star power and their name power right now, they are in a period of history right now where they chased away all their talent. So they do have to rebuild their brand name. They had the biggest gimmick in non WWE wrestling, and they let them go to WWE. They gave up the Hardys because they couldn't play nice with them and couldn't actually
Pay them on time.
pay them on time and thank artists for coming up with interesting gimmicks. You talk about getting creative writers. Matt Hardy was one of the more creative writers in the company, and he was working his own stuff. Like they need to learn to work with their wrestlers better. And I'm hoping that getting rid of who they've gotten rid of will help them with that, because they do put on good matches. I see highlights from matches, and I'm impressed.
I wish ROH was in the spot in terms of visuals and how many people can see them than GFW.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of hard for me to watch ROH over here.
They also need to tape somewhere else so that they have crowds that care.
Here's like their main problem right now. They tape 7 weeks in advance.
Yeah.
And their stuff that they're about to air happened like over like 2 years ago. They're airing like Bobby Roode versus Eric Young.
Really?
They're airing like Gallows and Anderson. Like,
No, well,
what?
that's not what they're airing. They're airing it on pay-per-views,
well,
which is what the GFW was originally supposed to be when it's supposed to be its own company.
yeah, but still, like that stuff already happened. Why would you? We obviously know where they work now. Why would you air that stuff? That makes no sense.
Because you have it in your library and might as well use it.
No, that doesn't make any sense to me. Air current stuff. Run actual pay-per-views. Don't
But you
put
know
them
how expensive
on Pop
it is?
TV.
You know how expensive it is to run a live television show? It's very expensive. And GFW
Yeah.
can barely even pay the guys right now when they do.
WCPW is able to air a live show weekly. I was watching it this
I
morning.
know. Shout out WCPW.
I was watching Loaded this morning on Twitch.
Maybe they need what's that guy's name? Adam Blampede.
Adam Blampier,
Yeah,
the Adams,
maybe-
any of the Adams.
maybe they need him.
All 4 Adams.
Maybe
There's like 4 Adams at that company.
Maybe they need that guy.
Yeah. Shout out to Adam Blampier.
Yeah. I don't know. GFW. They need to do something before they.
They can get off my TV screen.
I mean, there are some talents that are worth saving. I mean, they still have Gail Kim. She's still around.
She's going to be retiring by the end of the year.
They need.
All they have is Trevor Lee. Shout out Trevor Lee, #1 fan over here.
Bro, you don't
Push
like,
him to the top.
You don't like Eli Drake. I don't know how I feel about you right now.
Eli Drake is meh.
Hey.
Meh.
But we did our best.
All right. I love Eli Drake. But yeah, global.
I did. Wasn't he on the Rock show when Rock had some like reality show? He was on that show and I saw him. He was all right. He was kind of annoying there too, but
Look,
it is what it is.
they have good talent. They need some creative help, strong creative help,
Yeah.
and financial help. I mean, Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins, he couldn't save it. Then he went to NWA, which that hasn't been popping since like 1983. I don't know. Sean, how do you feel?
3 words. Big Papa Pump. Moving on.
Oh my God.
Holler if you hear me.
Big
All
bad
right.
booty daddy.
Give me up.
All right, Ricochet. He becomes the first ever 2-time Battle of Los Angeles winner.
Spoiler alert. Maybe I was gonna buy the DVDs and want to watch it.
Is there anything else that he can do? Is there anything else in that he has not done yet? Because he's everywhere and he's incredible. I know people talk about whether or not it's time for him to go to WWE or not. What do we think
WWE?
about that?
Shout out Tessa Blanchard with Ricochet. Shout out to her.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Ring of Honor. Let's talk about the real Ring of Honor.
Okay.
Oh my
So
God.
the guy,
What is the real Ring of Honor?
the guy Cody Rhodes, he says it was time for a change. He's not going to follow the code of honor anymore, which is shaking hands before a match. Tosses down the Ring of Honor World Title and has a guy bring out a ring resemblant of the original Ring of Honor Championship, and he's going to have people kiss the ring as the new code of honor.
Really?
Thoughts?
Great heel work.
I love it.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
He had a couple fans kiss the ring. I mean, I've never seen that before. I enjoy
Are you
it.
gonna kiss the ring when
It's
he comes
something new. It's something new.
I will kiss the ring.
That is annoying. It's something in the vein of like Naito disrespecting the title, except this is like the ultra like respecting the title in a weird way. It plays up the fact that he's the prince. Like he's able to keep that royalty vibe going on with him.
He's
I
a
like
free
it.
agent.
I like he's a free agent.
He's part of a legacy.
He feels more important than most wrestlers because he makes himself seem more important, and I think that's really smart.
Brings me back to those Nick Bockwinkel days of heel work. I enjoy it.
Cody Rhodes is changing the game.
He's
changing the wrestling
Shout
game.
out Cody Rhodes. Well, I saw Cody Rhodes once. He had some blood on his face.
Yeah.
Speaking of blood, didn't you write an article about blood in professional wrestling?
I did write
Nice
an
segue there,
article
huh?
about blood.
I'm out
Yeah,
here.
that was nice. That was clean.
I
Didn't
see
even
what you
notice
did
there.
I'm out here.
Didn't even know. Are we talking about something else? I thought we were still talking about Ring of Honor. What
I
a
know,
great segue. I didn't even notice.
See? God.
Yes, I
That's
did.
why you're
Global
the
Force
host.
Wrestling, hire me.
That's
I
why
did.
you're the hostess with the mostest.
Hey, I'm the bod that runs the pod. The master that
Anyways.
guides the cast. All right, moving on. Tell us about your article.
So, I wrote a little bit of article just kind of going through the history of blood in professional wrestling, how it's done for people who don't know, and what I think about its use. And it's pretty well known that it used to be pretty plentiful and pouring in WWE back in the day, and it no longer is there. I've been watching some old matches with the blood, and I love it.
I enjoy the blood.
It makes some great impact in some matches. A lot of my favorite moments involve the blood, but I can't in good conscience be okay with it because
Really?
I care too much about my wrestlers. Because the problem is that for every great bleeding that you still get a JBL and Eddie Guerrero situation, and I don't think that that's worth the risk of that is not worth.
Oh yeah, I remember Eddie cut
And
himself bad.
He
one
almost
time.
bled out. Like it's just to me, it's not as much as I love it. It's not worth it. I care too much about my wrestlers. I should care more about their well-being than my
Yeah.
entertainment in a lot of ways.
Plus, like like if they do a bad blade job, like you see Devon, he has like those marks on his forehead,
Yeah.
and Dusty had them before he passed.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Flair doesn't have them.
Yeah.
Because Flair knows what he's doing because he's a goat.
You touch his head and he bursts into
Yeah, all you have to
cascades.
do is that, and it just yeah.
Yeah.
But
He feels an emotion and he starts bleeding.
yeah, or some people like they go like along the hairline so it can bleed out.
Well, freaking Brock Lesnar, he'll just hit his head on a pole till he
Hard
starts
way-
bleeding.
hard way
Yeah,
blood.
freaking
Yeah.
crazy,
Yeah.
crazy dude.
I
over
think
here.
there should be blood in wrestling.
I do.
Do
I
you
too,
really?
yes.
I do. Because
I mean-
honestly, I'm not saying, you have one every month. Have like 2 matches or 1 match a year with blood.
Exactly. Like I mean,
'Cause-
Austin
'cause-
and Brett,
That's fair.
the blood told the story.
That's my favorite wrestling moment. For someone who is trying to say that I don't like wrestling or don't like blood in wrestling, my favorite wrestling moment of all time is that match.
Really, shout out Steve Austin. I know you want me to do this more often, so I am. I mean, the badass who doesn't want to tap out. He's in the sharpshooter, blood pouring down his face. So what does he
Yeah.
do? He lost some blood, so he passes out.
Double turn. It's amazing.
It's
It's
amazing.
incredible.
Okay.
And the blood definitely added to that. That moment without blood would be far less impactful.
Yeah.
Blood in wrestling makes it better.
It does.
The last times we've seen blood all has to do with Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar elbowing Randy Orton, which I wasn't a fan of because
Oh my
that's
God.
probably
That-
gave him
another
a
reason
legit concussion.
That's the reason I'm not okay with
talking
blood,
about
stuff
I'm
like
talking
that.
about blading, not trying to
What
intentionally
about
get
the
somebody
blood
hard.
capsule?
That's stupid. I mean, that's fine. But when it's so obvious, like
They-
Byron Saxton handing Roman Reigns something and then he pops it in his mouth, like especially because Roman Reigns has done it a couple times and it's so obvious. But anyways, Brock Lesnar against John Cena, there was blood there and it made it so much
The
better.
Extreme Rules one.
Yeah, the very first time.
Oh my God.
and
that
then
was crazy.
Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, that made the match so much better because it's like, oh, they never do blood,
Yeah.
and
it
it just gets it.
Seth
That's why
Hardwell.
I'm not saying just do it occasionally. Very, very rarely. Only on the big matches. Because, okay, you're not telling me if Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman beat the ever-living crap out of each other and they're both bleeding, that's not going to bring the match up that much more.
Shout out to the blood capsule with Braun Strowman after he survived vehicular manslaughter.
Yeah.
It's great.
Shout out to that.
I love wrestling.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Kill that man.
Yeah.
But
What do you think?
Yeah.
I agree with you. The big matches, twice, maybe 3 times a year, maybe a Rumble, Mania,
I mean-
SummerSlam.
Yeah, I'm not saying it makes me like a match less when it happens. In fact, I tend to like the match more. So I'm not going to be mad when they do it.
No. Plus, I get to hear JR scream Crimson Mass.
But
so
I don't
that's
know if
always fun.
guys know how to blade anymore. Like, who's like Dean Ambrose probably does because he
Oh,
did all
yeah.
those hardcore matches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can we also can we all agree really quickly that as whether or not how we feel about blading, speaking of death matches, can we all agree that light tubes should never be used in a wrestling
I don't
ring?
like.
Yeah.
I don't like death
No.
matches.
I mean, have you seen the Japanese death matches with like the scissor beds and the cactuses?
Have
Yeah,
you
no,
seen the
that's-
one with the piranhas where
Yes,
they
I
stuck
have.
them in the piranha tank?
and the
Yeah,
electrical
no.
ropes?
I'm
And then
sorry, that
CZW with the long ass needle shooting straight through the jaw.
Yeah, no, there was
or
a,
weed whackers.
there
Oh
was
my
like
god.
a Vice documentary on death matches and just it's terrible.
And that's what I don't want. I don't
Yeah.
want Vice documentaries about that because then when I talk to people and say I like wrestling, that's all they think about.
I know.
It is. But I do think Dean Ambrose knows how to blade.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Especially,
No.
I mean, Brock Lesnar knows. John Cena probably knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
These
like,
classic
But
guys.
the
He's
younger
in the
guys
ruthless
probably
guys.
don't know how to like.
I
Does
feel like
Dolph?
Seth would know. Seth and Daniel.
Oh yeah,
It
I would say when you talk about people who don't know, we're talking about people like Jason Jordan, Chad Gable
Well, yeah,
probably don't know
of
how to
course,
blade.
Yeah. And Enzo. He has no
But,
reason.
I mean,
he has no
Enzo's
reason
not going to
blade.
be in a big match anytime soon.
Yeah, Cass probably doesn't know how to blade.
Shut up, Big Cass.
Yeah, get well soon.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, man.
I know. All right, guys. 20-week challenge. We're at 2 more weeks and we're done with this.
Oh,
But what is a woman wrestler you would fire? Who would you get rid of?
we got fire one.
Gotta get rid of one. Gotta get rid of one of these chicks.
Just get rid of one of them.
One.
Oh,
You know,
easy. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Can't believe it took me this long to come up with it. Tamina, you're gone.
No,
Get out of
you-
here.
You took my answer.
Well, she's
Come
part of
on.
the legacy. How dare you? Hold on.
Once
now.
again, she's 40 years old. She's green as grass, and she's bad.
Yeah.
She's so bad.
Well, hey, you know who I'd get rid of? That Liv Morgan chick in NXT?
That's NXT.
That's NXT.
I mean,
She can still get better.
she could just repackage her.
I mean,
She's basically Carmella 2.0.
okay. You want me to go WWE main roster?
Yeah, main roster. Because NXT people disappear and reappear all the time.
Who's on the main roster? Let me see.
Salute.
Dana
Bless
Brooke.
You dying over here?
Yeah, I'm dying.
Dana Brooke gone.
Fair.
Oh, she's going through a tough time right now.
Look, I
She
know
is
her-
going through a
I know
tragedy.
her boyfriend died. I'm sorry. You have my condolences, but your cartwheel when you make your entrance, that is pretty cool. Her theme song is kind of dope. I will admit that.
Except when she messes up on her cartwheel.
Yeah, but still, Dana
Yeah.
Brooke. I mean, you've been on the main roster for quite some time.
I don't know why they broke up her and Emma. They had a good
It was a
thing going.
good team.
You were Charlotte's heater. That was cool, but you're gone. I'm sorry. Sean, what about you?
Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox.
Yeah.
She's the first African American Divas champion. How dare you?
Yeah, well,
You know I have a Black Power ranking.
Where is she on the Black Power ranking?
She
I
hasn't been on in like
think,
5
okay.
years.
I think she's boring. It's like every time I see her, it's like, okay, get on with
I mean,
it.
her Northern Light suplex is very nice, but
Best
like
Northern super. Take two. Best Northern. Oh god.
Northern's Light suplex
Thank
in
you.
business.
In the business. Thank
but
you.
her scissor kick,
Can't
like
talk
she
today.
hits him like on the back, not even on the head.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful suplex.
Yeah.
But I
You know,
understand.
I know
that's
who
my choice.
we fired. Charlie Caruso.
Whoa,
Whoa.
She is gorgeous. Hold on.
So's Renee Young.
Okay.
Bray Wyatt would like to have words with you.
I mean, Renee Young, she's like a different. She's Canadian. She's a different kind of gorgeous, but still,
What?
I enjoy Carly.
But you can do
I enjoy
everything
Charlie
else in
Caruso.
the business.
I like her.
She's like a robot.
Literally
though.
everything
Shout
else.
out-
She's
shout
a
out-
robot. I really don't know if she's alive or not. She might be a robot.
Shout out Charlie Caruso. Has some nice Instagram pics. Shout out to her. But yeah.
It's about Kayla Braxton. I saw her at the NXT
Ah.
show. I fell in love with her.
What about that Dasha Fuentes chick? What's she doing?
She's on SmackDown. I honestly get those two confused.
I understand.
Charlie and Dasha. They look
That's
the
okay. I
same.
get all the white guys confused too. All the white commentators.
Yeah.
I just like Jericho can't tell them apart. I can't tell them apart either.
Yeah, that's funny. All right, so you're getting rid of her.
Mhm.
I mean, she's not a wrestler though.
I know.
I said
She's a woman.
I said wrestler.
Yeah, I took his Tamina pick.
Yeah, that's why.
I mean, you can say it to me if you want, man.
Tamina she can screw off.
Yeah.
No profanity.
good with her being gone.
No, like,
It's bad.
We're on
Yeah.
SmackDown, guys.
Meh.
we
All right,
actually
Raw.
gonna get to the.
Yeah, let's.
45 minutes later.
I know. 31 minutes later.
This is a
Are we about
marathon.
to be like a real podcast? Have like an hour and 50 show?
Right. I didn't realize we were going to spend like 20 minutes talking about GFW.
I didn't know. I didn't realize that anyone
mean, the
could spend
title of
20
this
minutes
is-
talking about GFW.
The cast saves Global Force Wrestling.
You know,
We tried.
They did a little GFW did a little montage about their day at Triple Mania. You know, it was very nice. They set up a Moose and Lashley match.
Shout out Moose.
Yeah.
Does he even work there anymore?
Yeah. They
Still?
did a thing where Moose and Lashley were the GFW guys in a battle royal, and Moose threw Lashley out, and Lashley got all pissed off. It was really just simple sporting stuff. I know you don't like sports stories in your wrestling, but
Look,
it was very simple and it made sense.
Global-
It made me want them to see the match.
Global Force Wrestling. They had Aaron Rex. They had my boy Damian Sandow, and they made
Oh
him into
my God.
Liberace.
No, he wanted to be Liberace. He wanted to do that gimmick in WWE, but Vince said that's stupid, and we're not going to do that.
I mean,
And
does anybody,
Vince,
does
is
anybody
actually-
this generation know who Liberace is?
yeah, I know who Liberace
You
is.
know, do you know?
Probably
who
I
just
know
Liberace-
the name. I don't know.
Just
who it
because
is.
of WrestleMania. That's about it.
he was androgynous to the max. Had a
Ah,
little boy toy. All right, moving on.
delightful.
Moving on. Raw, Monday Night Raw. John Cena defeats Jason Jordan.
Great match.
Jordan might be on the Black Power ranking this week.
Really, really great match.
Yes, I enjoyed it.
Fire start to Raw.
Fire start to Raw. And then there was a promo that preceded this match.
And Roman Reigns does not know how to tell time. That match was not 20 minutes. It was like 12.
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, to be fair, let's say I can be very happy that there was a promo preceding this match and not preceding this match. I was so happy for the show to just start with wrestling.
I know.
What a concept
I enjoyed it.
in your wrestling
I
program.
enjoyed it. But Roman Reigns did drop a line there.
I busted it, Ashley. Big dog.
What did he bust? That was so stupid.
He busted his zipper.
He busted his zipper because his penis is so big.
Oh wow!
If you
Oh,
didn't
he's got
know.
a
Hold on.
big
If you didn't know
schlong.
Yeah.
Shout out to the zipper sound effect.
They
There we
call you
go.
the Big Show. You know what I'm saying? GTV, Val Venus. Shout
Okay.
out. Shout out.
Yeah, but
GTV.
Thoughts on the promo? Did
That was
Roman get?
Okay.
Did he get better?
If last week was a 10-8 round for Cena, this week was a 10-9 round for Cena. It was very close, but Cena still won.
All right.
But it did end with Roman getting the heat. It ended with Roman technically getting the win because he got the last word and he
Yeah.
called out Cena for not being
I
willing to
kinda
fight,
wish-
and Cena didn't fight.
I
Shout out
wish
John
Cena
Cena.
said something. Like Cena was like, "Oh, I don't want to fight you right now. I'll fight you at no mercy." And then Roman can say something like, call him a bitch again, like he always
Why?
does.
No, this is the thing.
Like you can still have Roman get the last word, but Cena explain why he's not going to fight
Roman
him.
needs to address the fact that like He called Rock out for being a part-timer. Now he's a part-timer.
I think they're saving that for the last. I think that's the go,
go home show?
I think that's the go
In
home.
San Jose.
I'm gonna be there for that.
We're gonna be there.
Oh, we are you gonna be there?
I don't think so.
Are you're there?
I'm gonna be at both.
All right.
There we go.
Maybe I have to be there.
But
Come on,
I
man.
thought
Bulletcast takeover.
I know.
Storm
I
the
thought-
ring.
Bulletcast live.
I thought Cena was
Oh,
on. He's
yes.
touring or something. I was hearing something about Cena's not gonna be at the go home show. Lesnar's not gonna be at the go home show. But I don't understand why.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
Every pay-per-view Lesnar's been on this year, he's been at the go-home show.
He's
So
been on
I-
a lot of
I
shows
hope
too.
I hope my sources are wrong
Yeah.
actually. So
I mean,
And
I'll
you get a new
I'll have
Suplex
to
City shirt.
I'll have to call up Charlie Cruz so she gives me my insights. Since
Alrighty.
I'm a corporate shill.
Fire her.
God damn
She's
it.
a
You and your
robot.
jet.
She's a robot. She's not real.
All right, moving on. Sheamus and Cesaro defeat Rhino and Heath Slater.
Oh,
I did
Rhino
not,
and Heath Slater.
I did
still
not know they
working
were
in
still
the company.
employed.
yeah.
Good for them. He got kids. He needs to feed his
I
family.
mean,
To be fair, normally you can the reason for this is honestly just because there's so many good tag teams right now that some are just getting left off screen for too long. There's just so many good tag teams. So I mean, it sucks that I
Yeah,
haven't seen them for a while, but it's not because they just aren't doing tag team stuff. It's because their roster for tag teams is so deep.
All right, the Lunatic Fringe, your namesake.
oh boy.
He and Seth Rollins, they defeat the club.
rightly so.
The Good Brothers.
So sad. Which they will be on GFW in a couple of weeks. On a one night
September
only
15th.
Keeping it
Next
modern.
Friday.
Keeping it current.
GFW Amped.
Yes.
The
Also,
anthology.
Shelton Benjamin versus Bay Area's JR Kratos. Tune into that. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Moving on with this.
I'm just happy they didn't wrestle each other for like the 20th time in a row.
Yeah.
Sheamus and Cesaro and Dean Ambrose and
Yeah. I'm glad that they didn't touch each other.
Take a break from it.
The Intercontinental Championship, Mike Mizanin, he retains against my boy Jeffrey Nero Hardy.
how'd that go?
It gave me I thought for a second they might put the strap on my boy Jeff. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
me
lie.
too. I thought for a bit it was a good match, and I'm really happy with how cleanly Miz got the victory. It wasn't a clean win. There was a little bit of Maurice, but it was mostly clean.
Michael Cole said the odds are even. No, Maurice is still outside. What are
Yeah,
you
yeah.
talking about?
There's still. This is the woman who maced Ziggler. Like it's not. This isn't an even
Oh,
fight.
we're gonna get to Ziggler. I have a hot take about that
Oh
one.
boy.
Yeah. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, the women's title picture. It got
This-
interesting.
It's a lot.
What if they swerve us and put the title on Emma?
I would love
think,
that.
I think that's the plan.
I'd love it.
I think
I'd
it's
love
the
it.
She
plan.
needs to get her old music back because that new music is strictly atrocious.
Why is she getting a new theme every week?
She has
I
a
don't
new
know.
theme.
This is. She got another new
different.
theme.
Like,
It's
Maybe
different.
they're just gonna. It's gonna be like Dolph Ziggler. It's just gonna change every single
It's
week.
gonna be like Big Cass. He had like 5 different things before he got this one. It's a whole thing. I don't know. But Nia Jax and Emma, they defeat Alexa Bliss. Shout out Alexa Bliss
Yeah.
and Sasha Banks.
This was a great
And they
match.
tagged-
The
yes.
moment of Alexa and Nia screaming at each other,
Yeah.
and then Alexa like realizing
Oh,
that she's in
yeah.
front of a horror monster and running
was
away.
really
It
good.
was so funny. It
one
was
of the
great.
reasons why I love Alexa Bliss.
I love Alexa. She's great.
Even if Nia doesn't take the championship, which she probably won't, I just want to see her beat the crap out of Alexa Bliss.
Could you imagine Nia have like all 3 women and then a Samoan drop?
Why would she
That'd
have
be-
Emma? Oh wait, fail forward. Right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No
That
one
she
understands.
pins him? 'Cause that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Roll up maybe.
Pop
She's
her
gotten
up.
a lot better.
Nia?
Nia, she's just progressively
She
becoming.
got
what's-
rid of the
what's-
leg drop and
Yeah. What's Tamina's excuse?
she's got kids. She got to take care of the family.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Exactly.
All right, moving on.
Nia's great. That's what
Nia
I'm
is
Nia
great.
has the heritage too.
Moving on. So Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt.
We're still going with this.
Oh my god.
Shout out Wyndham Rotunda.
I'm so sorry. I can't. I want to care. These are two of my favorite wrestlers, and I
think
just
I
can't
understand
care.
why. I think I understand why they're going with this. Wyatt beats him clean as the regular Balor. Then Balor beats him as the Demon. Wyatt's like, you need the Demon to beat me. You can't beat me as your regular self. I understand the story.
It's a
Okay.
story. I'm gonna say this. This is how this needs to end. This needs to end with, and they don't have to do this exact gimmick, but if I were booking, I would do exactly. This needs to build until they decide that this feud between them needs to end and one of them has to be gone, and they decide to finish this at the next pay-per-view with a casket match in which Wyatt is put in a casket or buried alive or something like that, and he is gone for a while.
That's the Undertaker's matches.
But he
Undertaker
needs-
loses all those matches.
Well, Undertaker's gone.
Undertaker's gonna show up in No Mercy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Please don't.
What needs to happen for Wyatt right now is he needs to pull an Undertaker where he is kayfabe killed or put out of his misery, goes away for a while, and when he comes back, he can come back with a bunch of steam and steamroll over
He comes
people.
out on a motorcycle.
He should just be like
Or
put
that.
in
He
a
comes
tube.
out on a motorcycle and leather chaps and is a whole new person.
I want to see him like
Yeah.
walk out of like a swamp, like drag himself out of a swamp and come in
I mean,
or
that'd be-
something. Something
that'd
creepy.
be great.
He could be like Paul Bear and be like putting a glass case of cement.
But he needs time. He needs time away, and Balor's the
go
one
be
to
with
put him
JoJo.
away. To go be with JoJo. Yes, he needs time
I'd want
alone.
to be with
He
JoJo.
needs- he needs
This is
time
just a
alone with JoJo.
placeholder. Because, I mean, both guys don't have anything going, so might as
Yeah.
well put them together.
Until we get Finn in a championship title picture.
It is not a bad storyline. I just don't care because I know what they're doing with Bray at all times. They're jobbing him out to everybody.
Paul White cut a promo.
He has a name.
Yeah, Paul White.
The Big Show.
I was-
Kayfabe.
I mean, I was going on a personal level.
They
but
call you the Big Show?
the Giant Big Show. He cut a promo before
Andre's kid.
before a steel cage match with LeBron Strowman. Thoughts on the promo?
He's good.
It was really good.
It was really good.
Hey, he has over 20 years of experience.
When you have a 3-hour Raw and you have a main event, you have a lot of time to build it up and do stuff like this.
Braun cut a nice promo.
Yeah.
His work's really improved on the mic. I'm happy.
He's
This match,
the best
though,
thing. These two might have the best chemistry going right now in the WWE.
besides Strowman and Roman.
Besides Strowman and Roman, who also have some of the best
Strowman and
chemistry. But Show and Strowman always put on good matches.
Strowman.
Yes.
Get it?
Yes. Yes.
Roman.
Yeah.
Yes.
But honestly,
man.
this match, superplex with the reinforced
Triple
ring.
reinforced.
Actually, great consistency, great continuity with interviewing the ref. They had him as the ref again in this match.
Mhm.
The ref who was there when the ring collapsed.
And then if you see they did the superplex, the ref was like holding onto
Yeah,
the rope.
exactly.
He
Yeah.
was scared for his life again,
Exactly.
which was a nice touch.
Because he took a nasty bump the first time
I mean,
they did it.
Shout out John Cone.
landing an elbow drop. I don't think I've ever seen him hit that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I thought he was going to try moonsault for a second.
Yeah, break out, 97 Giant.
I've seen like a 485-pound man do a moonsault. I think he can do one.
Yeah.
I mean, this was.
I can't believe
great.
this was on free TV. I cannot believe this
I mean,
was on free TV.
Giants don't last long in the world of professional wrestling. This guy debuted in like '95. It's 2017.
Yeah.
And he's putting on matches like this.
He might be at his
I mean,
almost his best right now. He's amazing.
in this great of shape. He wasn't in this great of shape since like Hogan threw him off a roof in Detroit back in WCW.
So that begs the question: was this his retirement match?
I mean, if you noticed, when he made his WWE debut,
He
he
came
threw Steve Austin through a cage, and then he got thrown through a cage.
Strowman said it was time to take the old man out to pasture.
If this
Oh,
was
Yeller.
Well, here's the thing.
Oh, Yeller.
no,
Big Show, known Destiny fan. Destiny 2 just dropped.
That's true. He's probably playing
So
Destiny.
he probably wants to take a few weeks just to play
honestly,
some Destiny.
Shout out to
Nerd.
Cade 9. We're doing it for the
Yeah.
puppies. I'll be there when it drops on the PC.
honestly, if this was his last match, for
For
all
the
you
line.
people who chanted "Please retire" to Big Show, you can go f yourselves.
I don't want
No,
him to
he's
retire
great.
now.
Like,
He's great.
Love
I
Big
mean-
Show.
I mean, if this was his last match, thank you, Paul White.
But over the
Thank-
last,
amazing
but over the
match.
last 10 years, he's been booked horribly. How many times
Yeah.
has he turned?
Yeah.
And if he was,
Well,
So-
he explained that.
If he leaves now, he's leaving on top. At a good. This will
I mean, he
will
said he was
cement him as a legend
retiring
if he's down
sometime
now.
this year. I think this was the perfect way to go out. Thank you, Big Show.
Narrative-wise,
What-
this was beautiful. It's a beautiful ending
Thank-
to his story.
I love it. Thank you so much, man.
why you just making sure you're making it seem like he's retiring? How do you know he's retiring?
We don't.
He's been on interviews this year. Said this year was his last WrestleMania. He's retiring later this year.
So
I mean, this could be.
you never
it.
know.
We don't
Nobody
know.
ever stays retired except for Shawn Michaels.
Next pay-per-view, Big
You're
Show
right.
versus The Undertaker. They both come back to face each other because no one's gone.
2008 casket match all over again.
Oh
All
my
right,
God.
moving on. SmackDown, pretty fire.
Infinitely better than last week. I was
Pretty
great.
fire.
I
SmackDown.
shut it off.
The continuity, the storytelling, this was amazing.
SmackDown showing us why you don't always need 3 hours to give us a wrestling.
So it
Yeah.
opens
Show.
up with Carmella, Queen of Staten Island. Shout
Oh,
out to the
definitely.
girl.
She was looking very good in those orange pants.
She was looking very good. So she comes out, and then Kevin Owens' music hits,
Yeah.
and then Shane McMahon comes out there, and they have this pretty heated exchange. Shane said, "Don't talk about my kids." Kevin says, "Your family would have been better off if you died in a helicopter crash,
Ooh.
including
Yeah.
your kids." Just
Yeah.
throws hands on him,
Yeah.
and then
Those punches are
kill each other.
horrible.
They just his punches don't
well,
look
he
great.
just started throwing hands,
Yeah.
and then Daniel Bryan has to come calm him down. Quick question: Stephanie McMahon gets to slap all the wrestlers. Why does Shane McMahon get in trouble for?
Because it's Stephanie. Stephanie's the queen.
She's the $1 billion princess. I understand.
Yeah.
Because
Stephanie gets away with
SmackDown,
everything.
because SmackDown likes to tell stories that involve repercussions for your actions.
Yes.
Raw doesn't care.
And then also, so like after this altercation, I'm like, oh, I wonder what Carmella had to say. She comes back out and cuts her promo, has a match with Natty. She loses, and then she kicks Ellsworth to the curb. Pretty fire promo from
Well, I
Carmella.
feel like those
For a
promos
while.
were kind of too similar. The Carmella promo and the KO promo.
Yeah.
Basically saying, you better off
I
you're
won't-
dead.
Yeah, I mean, pretty fire promo from Carmella.
Yeah.
Can I just say before we move on, my favorite moment from the Kevin Owens and Shane bit is when Daniel pulls
Oh.
Shane off the pile and he has that moment where he's angry and he's like throwing people around, and then
Yeah.
Daniel grabs him and he goes to throw Daniel, and Daniel like pulls back, and they both stop, and they're like, oh my gosh, I was about to hurt Daniel Bryan.
He's like,
I like that we're keeping the storyline of Daniel cannot be involved in physical altercations. I like that. I really like that.
But I mean, he's gonna main event the Tokyo Dome in like 2018. So
Hell yeah.
I mean,
Against Shibata, and they're gonna kill each other.
him
They're
and
both gonna
Minoru
die.
Suzuki. I mean, goddamn.
are we just gonna ignore the fact that Shane did a Roman Reigns and forgot his line for like 10 seconds?
He did forget his line, but the crowd, they said Shane O'Mac, Shane O'Mac. Gave him time to think, gave him some adulation. He got back on track.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It was bad.
Shout out to the crowd. But yeah,
I wish the crowd just left him out to die.
you wish it was Canada.
Yeah, just dead silence. Just let Shane just.
You are heartless.
This guy.
I mean,
You
if
are.
you forget your line, I mean, come on, that's pretty bad.
Give him
You're
the
in
"You
this.
effed up."
You're in the same thing as Roman Reigns. It's not good.
You're the chairman's kid. Come on now, guy. Anyway,
That's why
moving.
bullet points are better and not a full-on script.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, moving on. Dolph Ziggler re-debuts.
Go right ahead with this one. Go ahead.
I'm really
Let her-
curious. I don't know what
let
you're
her
gonna
go.
say because I know what I'm
Like,
gonna
just-
say. I don't know what
You
you're
know
gonna
what?
say.
I don't know what to think of this.
Who did I say I should fire last week?
Look, no.
Who did I say should be fired?
I mean, the promo he cut, he was passionate. But I mean, what is this? Coming out as Cena, coming out as Macho Man, R.I.P. But and then the Naomi thing. I chuckled a little bit, yeah. But what is this? What is this?
All right, I guess I'm the one with the hot take.
No,
I
hold on.
loved this.
No, hold
this
on.
is great.
Hold on.
Oh,
Hold
God.
on. No.
No.
Do you know the career
That had
trajectory of
its
this
moments.
man? Look, he was a caddy. He was a cheerleader. He had blonde hair. He had a big girlfriend. He had brown hair. And then you know what he does? He wins Money in the Bank, beats Orton a couple times, beats Punk a couple times, gets a win over Cena, retains his Money in the Bank, goes on to become the effing World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah.
And then he loses it because of a concussion, and they don't put him back in the main event scene. I mean, this guy is too damn good in the ring and on the mic for this.
Yeah.
Look, Nicholas Theodore Nemeth is too damn good for this. All right?
Throwing out
Yeah.
some real names.
Yeah, I have facts. Like, what the hell is this? Last year, he
I
was
could
in the
tell you.
picture of the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
What is this? This is bad booking. This is worse than the Jinder Mahal Punjabi prison booking.
Yeah.
What is this?
I don't know.
Well, why don't you guys defend it? Because the line
I'm waiting,
is drawn.
I'm waiting for him
they
to finish
like
this
it.
thing.
We hate
this
I don't like
is
it.
I don't like it.
spectacular.
This man was the
It had
World
its
Heavyweight
moments.
Champion.
This is a man. To disagree with you, this is a man who is an amazing wrestler. He's an incredible wrestler.
He
He's
is.
being sick and tired of people with fun, lively, stupid gimmicks getting over. And that's the whole point. He is
Hold on.
mocking
Look, hold
gimmicks.
on.
He is
Hold on.
mocking colorfulness.
I understand that,
And he is
but
going to
still.
continue to do that, pointing out consistently in each promo. This one, he points at the ring and goes, no one can do what I do in there.
Nobody
But
can.
apparently, I have to be colorful to get over with you guys. So he makes fun of them. He's making fun of the crowd. I think where this is going is
gonna
I think
go to Bobby Roode,
I
I
think this
know.
is where I think where this is going is him coming out into the ring with zero frills, beating the shit out of people, and then going to the back because he doesn't care anymore. But first, he has to mock all of it. He's making fun of everything else that the company does to reinstate the fact that he's a wrestler. One of my favorite things he ever did, and he stopped doing it, and I wish he still did, was him coming out wearing the hoodie from his old wrestling, his college. Like, that was cool. They're reinforcing the fact that he is, first and foremost, a really, really great worker, but then he is angry and he is pissed off, which is always when Ziggler is best. He is angry and pissed off that people who come out dancing, people who come out throwing the hat and saying, believe in me, respect, people that pander to the crowd get first bidding. So he's spending some time in his storyline to mock that, make fun of that, and then once he gets back in the ring, we'll see where they go with him. Because that's I can't say anything about it until I see where he goes,
All right,
because
what
I
do-
think
what
it's
do you
going somewhere
think?
great.
No, it's like I didn't like it. I just because I didn't know what to make of it at the time.
It was cringeworthy. That's what it was.
Yeah, I know that it was cringeworthy. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna I'm gonna like see what's presented to me and I'm gonna laugh at it. That's really all I took it as.
What do you think?
Okay, so he mocked John
He had good
Cena,
points.
Macho Man, and Naomi. What do three of those people have in common? They win their matches. Dolph Ziggler doesn't win his matches. That's why he doesn't get over.
Naomi's been better
he's-
booked than Dolph Ziggler. I
he's-
just thought about that.
He's complaining about gimmicks and stuff when it comes down to it, Dolph. You just don't win in the ring. I don't care how great you are and how good you make the other person look. You just don't win your matches. Last time he was over was in Sacramento at No Mercy, and I was there. It was a great match. And you know what happened? He won. And he came out the next day on San
This is
Jose,
supposed to be a repackaging
and he
for
won.
him. He has to start winning from this point on. He does.
No.
He does. For
But
this
he
to
has
mean
been
anything into work, he has to
so
win from
far
now on.
into the ground. He keeps losing all his matches. It's so hard to take him
Look,
seriously now.
his contract is up next month. I don't think he's re-signing. Do I want to see Dolph go? Absolutely not. But going to the Indies, going to Japan, would that be good for him? Probably yes.
Because all he's done is WWE. That's the only wrestling he knows.
If you want to re-debut, you know what you do.
And actual wrestling.
Oh yeah,
He knows actual wrestling.
Collegiate wrestling. Yeah. Look, this is what you do. When the Revival gets good, you take them over to SmackDown. You reincarnate the Four Horsemen.
Oh,
You get
God,
the no.
No.
You get the Revival. You get Charlotte. She has the legacy factor. You put the tag titles on the Revival. You put the Women's Championship on Charlotte. Bobby Roode, is he glorious? Yeah, he has that little feel. Put the U.S. title on him. Get my boy Nick Nemeth in that WWE Championship
You're gonna
picture.
blow out the microphone. You're yelling so much.
I don't care.
Okay,
I'm upset.
They're not gonna do the Four Horsemen gimmick when they're building to a Four Horsewoman versus Four Horsewoman match.
I don't. That's
At
another
Survivor
that's another
Series
thing
or-
I don't really want to see. We're going to talk about that when we talk about the Mae Young Classic. I don't give a
I
damn
disagree.
about
I disagree with you
Yeah.
with that.
But look, Dolph Ziggler.
I know, Ronda Rousey's lost some of her edge and some of her.
That's not a. It's not
Well,
about that.
we can get to that.
Yeah. Dolph, I'm upset. I want.
I think you're gonna eat your words. I really do. I think come 2 to 3
This
weeks
is
from now,
so
you're gonna be looking at
stupid.
it and you're
This
gonna
is
be
so
like,
stupid.
this was the
Look.
beginning of a great new character
It's
for
gonna
him.
if it leads to him versus Bobby Roode, both of them, their selling's amazing. I'm all for it. But this, I don't know. Moving on, Aiden English defeats Sami Zayn. I really don't give a damn.
Wait, whoa. Sami Zayn loses to Aiden English. That's a big deal.
He
Yeah.
loses
That
his
is a-
matches too.
That's exactly. That's
But Sammy is a character who's supposed to lose his matches. That's his whole point. He loses
But
the matches and then eventually
always-
wins the big one. He's an underdog.
I've always
Ziggler
thought,
isn't.
Sammy, you can rebuild him, but I'm starting to lose faith in this.
Yeah.
He's
Weird.
losing so much that it's hard to get him to that Daniel Bryan,
It
underdog
is very
level.
weird that just a couple months ago, the story was he had Corbin's number. He beat Corbin every time they were in the ring together, and now he can't beat Aiden English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is weird.
And then
Um,
Aiden was gonna sing, and Sammy was gonna beat him up.
The Usos,
little
they
sick.
select the stipulation for the tag team title. It's going to be a Sin City Street fight. That's going to be interesting next week. Also, the Women's Championship is on the line next week. I just forgot about that.
Vegas gets everything.
Yes.
Oakland ain't getting nothing.
And then we get a call. Daniel Bryan gets a call from the big boss,
The big dog, the real big dog.
VKM. Shout out Vinnie Mac, I love you. And then we take up another segment. This is like the third segment they took up because remember the backstage, Kevin Owens is like, I'm gonna sue SmackDown. I'm gonna sue
Yeah.
WWE. I thought that was pretty cool. But he needs David Otunga as a lawyer.
No,
by
he
the
should
way.
get in touch with Charlotte's lawyers because when Charlotte lost the title, then she sued him and then it got overturned.
Yes,
Remember?
I do remember this. All right,
Consistency.
Consistency. Shane McMahon gets indefinitely suspended by his father, but that means Vince McMahon will be at SmackDown next week.
Dope.
Okay.
Hopefully he's on SmackDown for a couple more weeks so I can see him live. I want to see Vince. I love Vince.
Always interesting to see what Vince looks like.
How many appearances does it make a year though?
Not that many. So
Yeah, so it's
that's how you get viewers.
probably.
I can't wait for that music to hit. Baron Corbin defeats Ty Dillinger. Apparently Ty Dillinger is going to answer the Open Challenge next week.
Well, AJ promised him that you get the title.
It's not
match
even an
next
open
week.
challenge.
Yeah.
It's just a match.
I will see U.S. title
Even though
next week.
we had this match last week and AJ basically squashed him in like 15 seconds.
I mean, maybe we'll get a longer duration. Maybe we'll get a 2-seg match.
it's Vegas, baby.
It is.
Vegas gets everything.
All right, and this right here, this last match was pretty effing fire.
This is what it looks
Yeah.
like. This is what it looks like when Randy Orton cares.
Yeah, I bury Randy Orton a lot on this show, but
I mean,
I got to give him some props. It was good.
I
He's
mean,
still a great wrestler when he wants
Randy
to be.
didn't have that great of matches with Jinder. Shinsuke didn't have that great of a match with Jinder. Some people say the dynamic is Jinder Mahal in that.
Yeah.
Maybe Jinder Mahal is bad at what he does.
I'm gonna get into all that later on. What do you think, Sean?
Was it any surprise that Nakamura was going to lose this?
What?
Was it any surprise?
Nakamura won.
No.
He was
Like,
asking if
I
it
mean,
was in
I-
doubt.
Oh,
If it was
yeah.
in
win.
doubt.
Like, I mean, that's like
No, I think I
misheard it.
knew. I think we all kind of knew Nakamura.
I mean,
was
we knew
winning.
Nakamura was gonna win. Shout out for the RKO into the armbar.
That was a
That
beautiful.
was fire.
Yeah.
That was
I mean,
one of
Randy-
the smoothest things I've
I
ever
told
seen.
you guys when Randy he can still turn it on. I
When
told
Randy
you.
cares, it's amazing, and when Nakamura
saying.
cares, it's amazing. They're both two people that are unfortunately known for sometimes phoning it in at times. So it's good to see both these guys when they care. They put on an amazing
Yes.
match.
Thoughts, Brandon?
Once again, I bury Randy Orton from time to time. I know he's like in your top 10, Fave
Yeah.
5, whatever.
He is.
And he's like not in my Fave 50. But
He'd be in my 50.
It's whatever. Randy Orton had a really good match today with Shawn Michaels. See,
Nakamura.
that's how great he looked. He looked
Oh
like
my
Shawn
gosh.
Michaels out there. Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shout out to finally being able to hear the beautiful Corey Graves call that finisher like it should be.
Kinshasa, yes.
Should be a Bomaya.
It
but
should
you
be.
know.
But still, the way he says King Sasha is amazing.
Moving on to Shinsuke, he gets Jinder Mahal inside the cell.
I think Nakamura just got Randy Orton excited. He was like, "Oh, I get to work with Nakamura, something different, not John Cena for the 5,000th time."
Yeah, I
So he wanted
love
to put on
every John
something
Cena Randy Orton match. I love them all. I love them all.
Yeah.
They got chemistry.
One of the greatest rivalries of our time.
They got chemistry.
They have a few.
It's like like Austin Rockworthy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Moving on. Keep telling yourself
Pushing
that.
it.
Look, the whole Jinder Mahal thing. I like that he doesn't wrestle every week. I like that. But if you want to legitimize this title reign, he needs to beat people clean.
Yeah. That's the gimmick.
No,
though.
look,
He's a heel. You're supposed to put heat on him by the.
Of course, I understand all that. Look, the only people he's beaten clean, Mojo Rawley and Ty Dillinger. Who the hell is Mojo Rawley?
I stay hype, bro.
Like, he
Apparently
needs
you
to.
I
ain't
remember
hyped.
a Mojo
He needs
Rawley.
to just start beating people. He needs to go over Sami Zayn. He needs to go over Zack Ryder.
You know what he needs to do?
If you want to, I wouldn't say AJ. That might hurt. Actually, no, it won't hurt AJ. He can beat AJ.
What he needs to do
can't
is he
beat-
needs to drop the title. I'm done. I can't.
I told you, just
I
switch
can't
the
do it.
titles. Put the U.S. title in
I
Jinder.
would be
put
totally
the WWE
okay with what
championship
he's doing right now if
on
he just
AJ.
wasn't holding the title, the actual title. Screw
He's
the
not
Universal.
that
This
bad.
is the
We've
title.
had worse. We've had worse.
But we
Okay,
we shouldn't have to.
Psycho Sid, David Arquette, the Great Khali.
okay, but once
We've
again,
had worse.
But once again, just because it was in the past doesn't mean it's happened today.
Look,
Not
Just
when you have-
switch the champions. Put the WWE title on AJ. Put the U.S. title on Jinder.
I'm a fan of Jinder Mahal as WWE champion. I really am.
No.
He just needs to beat some people. He needs to get some clean victories. He can beat an AJ Styles to legitimize him a little bit. All right. Actually, didn't he beat AJ Styles?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
think,
he did.
He did beat it. All right. Well, he needs to have like a solid match with AJ and then beat him. I wouldn't say Bobby Roode. That
His
might
match
hurt.
with AJ was like the worst match AJ's had in the WWE.
That's my only problem. My only problem with him
His
is that
career.
whether or not I
Probably.
like this man as a champion, it's not okay that the world heavyweight champion gives wrestlers their worst matches that they have had. Jinder Mahal's match that he has with every wrestler is that wrestler's worst match. That's a bad thing.
It's one thing to be a
I
bad
think the
wrestler.
scene was decent.
Well, it's
But that was Sammy's worst match.
I said Cena.
Oh, sorry, Cena. That was Cena's worst match.
Really?
Well, in recent times, when was the last time Cena put on a bad match?
it's one thing
We
to
just
be,
watched
to be a
him
bad
put on
wrestler,
a clinic with Jordan.
but if you're over, you can be the worst wrestler in history. Like look at
Enzo
Enzo.
Amore.
Yeah, Enzo is super over,
Yeah.
and he's a terrible wrestler. But Jinder Mahal is not very over, and he's a terrible wrestler.
He's over with me.
Okay.
Shout out Jinder Mahal.
I'm
right.
over him.
Okay. All right. Superstar Spotlight.
Big Show.
Paul
Big-
White.
Big Show.
All right, I'll go with it.
Maybe right off into the sunset. Maybe not. Either way, Big Show.
You know, I'll go Randy Orton just because he actually showed up in a match.
That
Okay.
That's
Good
fair.
for Randy Orton.
Mae Young Classic. I've watched 5 episodes. I need to watch the other.
I've
other
watched
ones.
all of them.
I've watched all of them.
They're great.
All 8
How is
episodes
that?
and 2.
It's okay. It starts off. The out of 32 is a little hard to watch because not all the wrestlers in it are great yet. Because they still have a couple there that maybe their talent isn't quite up to snuff with the group.
Honestly?
The commentary is really bad in the out of 32.
I didn't
because,
think the commentary was that bad.
because
Well,
I don't
mean,
think that
I-
JR knew the wrestlers yet.
I heard the
Huh?
yachting thing you were talking about. I was like, ah.
she's a pirate.
Well,
Kyrie?
see in the
Love
next
Kyrie.
because in that first one he brings up the yachting thing and it's awkward and there's Lita doesn't like respond. There's no like rebuttal
Yeah.
to that. So then
I know
the next time Kyrie has a match, he specifically makes a point to do it again. Like he brings up the yachting thing again because then specifically Lita goes, "She's a pirate, JR." So I could tell in the second round because they had them redo their commentary. So
Yeah.
the second time that they redid their commentary, it was obvious that they said, "Hey, we didn't have chemistry in the first one. We need to talk more." And the commentary takes a huge step up. Also, JR at that point knows their moves and knows their
Also,
finishes.
you know what I find really interesting? This was filmed in the same place as NXT in the Cruiserweight Classic, and it still looks different.
Yeah.
I love the lighting.
Shout out WWE
I love the li-
production.
I love
Best
the
in
lighting
business.
The
of
lighting,
show.
the lights going down. I
Yeah.
love it.
Where
I love.
you can only see like the first 3 rows of the crowd and everything is just focused on the ring. I love that.
Yeah,
I hear
exactly.
rumor that that's because there's a lot of Bullet Club shirts in the audience. I don't
Yeah.
care.
I don't
it
care
still
either.
looks great.
See a lot of these.
But yeah, it's been really good. There's a lot of really good wrestlers. Once you get past the first round,
Yeah.
people really get to shine. Rhea Ripley, incredible wrestler. She's 20,
Yeah.
and she's better than.
Who's this? This Piper Niven. Who is that?
She's a big girl. She's Scottish.
She's not like most girls.
She's not like most girls.
Okay.
All right, but this Kyrie Zane, this
Sane.
Zane,
Kyrie
Sane.
the yachting girl.
Sane.
I'm gonna call
The
her.
yachting
Sane.
She's a
Sane.
pirate. JR.
The pirate chick. All right, look.
She's a pirate.
She beat Tessa Blanchard.
Mhm.
Honestly, in
Yeah,
my
cool.
opinion,
Don't do it.
I would have had Tessa go over,
No.
and I would have had Rachel Evers, Rachel Ellering, whatever they're calling her.
Evers.
I would have had her lose, in my opinion.
Someone did need to lose to Kari. I think they put her up against someone that they knew would put on an amazing match.
That was the
with her.
best match of the first round.
Yeah,
by
it was the
far.
best
It was
match of
very
the
good. Her elbow was amazing. Is it better than Macho Man? No, but I mean her elbow's pretty good.
It might be.
I mean,
I think it has more impact, but I think Macho
Blanchard,
has more theatrics.
she has a bigger name. She's part of a bigger legacy than Mr. Ellering. So that's my personal opinion. But
I don't understand why they just didn't call her Ellering. It's Evers. I know it's probably just to own the name, but
I don't know. But
it's just WWE stuff.
But there are definitely some any other standouts for you? Because there are definitely standouts for me.
Yeah.
The chick Bianca Belair.
She's really
with the hair?
She's really raw. Like
the hair?
She has athletic talent.
Good. She's good.
That 450 was amazing.
Yeah, she's clean. She's
And
really,
the
really
hair. The hair's a great gimmick.
Yeah. And who else? There was
I really like Tony Storm.
Mercedes Martinez. I like her.
good. Tony Storm is great. My fave so far, I've been really enjoying Dakota Kai.
Yeah.
I hadn't really seen much of her stuff before.
Shout out
She's
Candice LeRae. That second rope neckbreaker was pretty sweet.
Okay,
Oh,
I'd like to file a protest for Candice
Miss-
LeRae
Oh,
because she
God.
got choked out by Shayna Baszler, and Shayna Baszler did not break after the referee told her to. She should have been disqualified. Candice LeRae should be in the finals right now.
I understand
I'm
that
just
there's
saying.
lots of reasons why they could not do this, and there's so many reasons. But all I wanted when this was happening was I didn't need him to do anything. I didn't need him to even get in the ring. I really wanted Gargano to jump over the barricade when she was doing this because
Really?
it's his. He didn't need to get
his
involved.
wife, yeah.
It's his wife. No normal person, if your wife was being choked out past the bell, would not jump the barrier. I didn't need
Yeah.
him to get involved because I understand why he can't get involved. But he should have. I really wanted to see him jump the barrier. He did eventually get in, and he was helping her, and he was making sure his wife was okay. And I was really happy to see that. I enjoyed seeing their relationship on screen. I think it's very organic. LeRae's one of my favorites. In the name of God, I don't know why WWE has not signed her yet. She's not signed. She's just doing things on the side for them.
I mean, she's wrestling tonight somewhere with Joey Ryan.
But she's not sign her. She's amazing.
She is amazing. Back to Shayna Baszler, whatever her name is. This whole 4 horsewomen thing.
Her kicks look horrendous. I'm sorry.
Look.
Her grappling game is great. I really enjoy her backbreaker into a rear naked. It looks beautiful. She feels like a monster.
She's still green.
Yeah.
She's still green.
Honestly, this whole little 4 horsemen on 4 horsewomen thing, if it's going to happen, I want to see some wrestling. I don't want to see the MMA element, the Brock type element.
Yeah.
I want to see a collar tie, headlock, Irish whip, drop toe hold. I want to see all that stuff.
Well, Ronda's training with the Brian Kendrick right now,
Is she really?
so we're probably going to be seeing
Am I
going to
see some Japanese arm drags, some
And
some leapfrogs?
And one of the women in the 4 horsewomen is Roderick Strong's fiance.
So we got
So
people.
there you go.
You might
And then
be
Jessamine
might
Duke-
be getting some wrestling out of it.
And then
I'm
I don't know
talking-
what they're doing with Jessamine Duke, but
I'm talking Flair Steamboat, situational classics like that.
Mhm.
you're not going to get
I think
that.
the four of them could put that on, especially because the 4 horsewomen of UFC are going to have some good trainers helping them out. They're talented women there, and they probably will try really hard. And the 4 horsewomen of the WWE are all the best in the game right now. They're all amazing.
I hope this is good, because if it's not, you might as well just delete it from the network if it's not good.
All right.
Yeah.
So who do we think? I guess since not everyone is caught up, I guess. I want to talk about this, but we're gonna have to talk about this. Who do you think's winning the Mae Young Classic?
Who
do you think
the
takes?
pirate chick? I'm
You
gonna
think
go
it's
with
the
her.
pirate chick? I think
No,
it's Baszler.
Yeah, I think Baszler's going to
I think Baszler's
going
gonna
to
win.
You.
I think she's.
they
What
put
about Mercedes Martinez?
They
What
put
about her?
okay. They put so
Well,
much.
I know
into Shayna
who the
Baszler.
final 2 are. So
Yeah, the finals already.
yeah, the final. We already know we already know what the
because
main match
we
is.
are prepared in this podcast.
We
and
watched
it.
all of it.
I
Says the
got
man who
me
hasn't
there.
watched Glow yet. I guess I should be quiet.
you still
Still haven't watched Glow. Also, shout out
I
to
finished
shout out
having
to
a
the
good
cast of
day.
Glow. They're gonna be at the end of the Mae Young. They're gonna be there on Tuesday. They're gonna be at the
Allison Brie?
Yeah, Allison Brie will be at the Mae Young
Shout out
Classic.
Allison Brie
That's
for
cool.
the nude
Maybe we
scene.
get the UFC 4 horsewomen versus the WWE 4 horsewomen versus the Glow 4 horse. I don't know if there's 4 people in Glow. We're gonna just get
there's like
Awesome
2
comments
or
on Glow.
3.
is
It's like how every show, there's tiers of characters. And everything.
just see
Yeah.
them all in the ring.
So
Ben.
guys, since you guys are some Kenny Omega guys, and Sean, you can jump into this one too if you just answer.
All right.
I have a little red pill, blue pill for you.
Okay.
All right.
CM Punk returns to wrestling and joins the Bullet Club,
Mhm.
but Kenny Omega immediately has to retire. Can never wrestle again. Blue pill, Kenny Omega comes to the WWE, but the Undertaker never existed.
I'm not taking either of those pills. I don't want Kenny Omega in the WWE, and
What?
I don't want CM Punk to come back if it means getting rid of Kenny Omega.
What?
Because at the end of the day, Kenny Omega is the current generation of greatest wrestlers. He is what is now.
What do you mean,
I love CM Punk, but I would not bring him back to lose new talent.
Which pill are you taking, Brandon?
So what do you mean what do you mean like by Undertaker? Not like Undertaker never happened.
Never happened.
There may
gets
not be a
er-
WWE
It
if
gets
Undertaker
erased
never
from my
existed.
memory.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, I guess I'll take that one.
What?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll take that one.
What?
See, but the problem with the pill of getting rid of the Undertaker and Kenny Omega coming to WWE, to me those are both negatives. So I'm not taking that pill. But also
So
I'm not
less-
gonna get rid of Kenny Omega
Yeah,
for
no,
CM Punk because CM Punk's old and he would not give me what Kenny Omega will be able to give me in terms of longevity at this point.
I don't think CM Punk can
Both your pills suck.
I don't think he could survive in the current state.
These aren't my pills.
Oh, whose pills are they?
I found these pills on the interwebs.
Oh well, then
Oh,
you
wow.
shouldn't be taking pills you're finding on the internet
Yeah,
anyway.
that
You have
is
no idea what are
safe.
in those pills.
I'm taking the Punk one. I'm not gonna lie.
Do you know how bad of a trip you're gonna end up with if you take mystery pills from the internet?
You'll end up in a gutter. And you'll end up
go
in a
have fun at
van
Burning
down by
Man.
the river.
I may take these pills and Jinder Mahal may become the greatest WWE champion of all time.
If he learns how to wrestle, maybe.
Okay, we don't need those kind of hot takes on here. Sean, what are you taking, red or blue?
Like I said, I can't imagine a world without the Undertaker.
I can't imagine a world without the Undertaker either.
Yeah, let's just take the one where Omega comes on WWE and Punk doesn't.
That's the one where you lose Undertaker.
You're just combining
you
the
just
two.
you just took
Yeah,
both
I'm
pills at the
taking.
same-
I'm making.
you took half
I'm
of
making.
each.
I'm making a third.
He's
yeah,
making
making
a
a third
purple.
pill. The green pill. That's my pill.
He's making a
green pill, oh
cocktail.
my
He's
God.
making a.
I'm not paying attention.
He's making a
Okay.
pill
Pills.
cocktail.
All right, some promo pick of the week. I'm going Cody Rhodes has a message for Minoru Suzuki. He used words like catch cans and shoot and real wrestling. So
it's a shoot, brother.
it's gonna be exciting on the 22nd.
Suzuki's going to kill him.
Which the 22nd? Where are the three of us gonna be?
In some high school in Daly City.
We're gonna be at
APW.
Jefferson High School.
Eminem. They're getting back together to face Reno Scum. Well,
Not the Eminem.
not the Eminem, but Mercury and Nitro. Morrison, whatever you want to call him.
Johnny
Mundo.
Impact.
Yeah, John Hannigan, that guy.
Johnny Impact.
John Boone or whatever his character was.
All right.
So the promo was good. I enjoyed it. Shout out Cody Rhodes repping the shirt. Why don't you tell us about our match pick of the week?
Okay, so the higher ups told me to pick an indie match. So this was on my YouTube watch
Talk
later.
to the higher ups.
I know, I got connections.
Oh.
So this was on my YouTube watch
of corporate
later
shills.
list or whatever. So I decided to pick a match that might be an NXT Championship match one day, and that would be Drew Galloway versus Roderick Strong, Evolve 35, I guess, whatever
Yes.
you call it.
December 24th of
Well,
2014.
that's when it was released. I don't know exactly when the show was.
It's probably like a week before that.
Anyways, but yeah, it was a really good match. It was like 25 minutes. They do
Solid.
some promo. There's actually a point in the match when the announcer introduces them, and she accidentally calls him Drew McIntyre.
Ooh.
Always
Yeah.
delightful.
She got a UF it up chant, and she just walked out, and
That's
you know,
pretty funny.
it was pretty bad. But anyways, I don't think they'd have a match like this in WWE. It's just
WWE.
it's a real indie style match with a lot of
Yeah.
finishers and kickouts and stuff, but a great match.
All right, guys. I don't know if you heard, but we're doing a little giveaway here. A free Bullet Club shirt.
Oh wow,
Delightful.
Yeah. So
wonderful.
marvelous. Yes. So what should the I told people the caveat has to be you have to be someone who's never made contact with us before.
Mhm.
But the questions like what should we do, huh? A little trivia round
Trivia.
or what should we go with here, guys?
You're the host.
It's a Bullet Club shirt. I think it should be a Bullet Club question.
It should be a
Yeah.
Bullet Club question. Or what about 3 Bullet Club questions?
3 Bullet Club.
Like if they get 2 out of the 3 right, then they get the shirt. Or
That's
something.
fair. I think that's fair.
3
Yeah.
Bullet Club questions. All right, I think we should throw that up on the Twitter,
Sounds good.
the Twitterverse,
The Twitterverse.
and the Instagram and all that other stuff. So I did my interview with Shane Cody. Have you guys seen? Have you heard?
I have watched the first one. I have not seen the second one yet. I watched like the Just John, the riffing off each other one. I have not watched the official interview.
The
yet.
official interview is pretty cool. So FYI, we're kind of doing a little Bullet Cast live pretty soon next month. BTW's promoter Kirk White, he will be in studio. I have the privilege of interviewing him. Shane Cody's gonna come back, so it's gonna be
That sounds fun.
Connections moving up in the world.
a nice time.
All right.
So
Climbing those rungs, making
Yeah.
ourselves famous,
Bad
kid.
for you.
Unlike Cesaro, I will grab the brass
when we
ring.
get free tickets there, we're gonna do commentary for him. We'll just bury everybody.
Get some color
That's what I'll
commentary.
do. I'll be the heel, bury everybody.
Let's not
think-
do that.
No.
But guys, go check out the interview. I did enjoy it. I liked it. Shout out Shane Cody. Tell me give me some inside baseball, as I like to say. You can follow us on Twitter at BulletCast. That's where the giveaway information will
Yeah.
be. Should we open a PO box?
No. Why don't we get some
has a
emails
P.O.
first?
box?
Yeah. Can we get an email first?
We have an email.
Yeah, exactly. Can we get an email from
Oh,
somebody?
get an
You
email
can
from
get an
somebody?
email, not an email account, an email.
Yeah,
Can we
email's
get an
free.
email
PO
first? Yeah.
box, not so much.
PO we'll just have them send it to the Spectator. Yeah.
Yeah. No one
Yeah.
uses that mailbox anyway.
Exactly. Perfect. More for us, right?
Right.
All right. Instagram the Bulletcast. You know that's where you can find our findings and stuff like that. YouTube
Nice.
the Bulletcast also. Facebook Bulletcast. We're on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, TuneIn, Stitcher,
MySpace,
Tumblr, Postmates,
Adult Finder.
Tinder.
Craigslist.
Christians
Grinder.
Christians only. Farmers only.
Whoa.
What? I don't discriminate.
Whoa.
All right.
We're everywhere.
All right.
We out here.
Yeah, you know.
We out here for
we
you.
out here.
We love everybody.
Yeah, so I'm going to Raw, SmackDown, also the APW show. We will be there.
A lot of wrestling in 2 weeks.
A lot of wrestling in 2 weeks.
yeah.
I'm pretty excited. Not gonna lie. All right. Email bulletcast2 as in the number 2 sweet SWEET@gmail.com.
Cool.
Any closing remarks, guys?
Oh man.
I think we went about 2 hours this time.
Yeah, jeez.
Almost.
Actual podcast now.
Actual podcast. We're
We're
official.
doing big what?
Big things, eh?
Big things.
Big
Can
things.
you give us that, Becky?
Sure. Give me that Becky. All day, every day. You know
All
what I'm
day,
saying?
every day.
But anyway, have you seen the 40-second clip of
Fire.
woken Matt Hardy?
Yeah,
I
I think
I
we're getting
have.
it. We're getting woken. We're getting woken
I
Hardys.
know. It's
That sounds
exciting.
exactly like what WWE would do instead of broken. Like if I had to put money on it. Oh no. Oh, woke.
a B. Damn it, we're gonna have a W.
Get woke. Stay woke.
It's like a Mexican knockoff thing.
We're gonna stay woke, damn it. But it'll work.
Vince, I don't think you know what that. I don't think you know what that means.
Stay woke. I know what it means. God damn it.
All right.
It's
gonna be lit.
Oh my god. I would pay so much money to hear Vince say it.
be straight up gangsta.
All right. Let's
AF.
let's stop there.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for listening to the pod, and as always.
And thanks for being the elite, the
Hangman,
elite
wherever you are.
Come back to us.
Yes.
elite
The most hangman professional wrestling.
They need you in your match, the Hung Bucks.
Yes.
Goodbye and good night.
Young
Bangs.
cucks.
See you guys next time.
This has been the Bulletcast. Thank you for listening.